Hello, it's good to be back with you again. And today I'm going to think a little bit about hope. Now, there's a reason for this. My daughter and I were looking through a book the other day there, and a quote from it just struck a chord with me. For those who don't know us very well, my husband Ross and my daughter Cara are quite big Star Wars fans. And the book happened to be based on the female characters in various Star Wars films. And this is a quote from Leah Organa. Hope is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you see it, you'll never make it through the night. And that's from the film The Last Jedi. Now, for us, we have hope. And it's good that we have this hope. Because just now we're living through a very, very dark night. A dark night of this virus. A dark night in not knowing what's going to happen tomorrow. A dark night of isolation. Of not seeing our friends, our family, our colleagues, our loved ones, our church family. And a dark night of not knowing when we will be able to see these people again. But we have hope. In Psalm 39, but now, Lord, what do I look for? My hope is in you. We have hope. We have hope in a God who we know. We don't know what the future will hold. Corrie ten Boom says, never be afraid to trust an unknown future to a known God. We are here just now. We have an unknown future, but we know and we trust and we have a hope in a God who will lead us through it, a God who will support us. In Psalm 130, I wait for the Lord, my whole being waits, and in his word I put my hope. And that's where we are just now. We're waiting. We're waiting until we know what's going to happen. We're waiting to see what our new future will be. We're waiting because we don't know what's going to happen next. We're waiting and putting our hope in God. And that's hard. It's difficult. So many people have lost hope. They don't know what the future will hold, so they give up. Instead, we're trusting that God will guide us through it. We are putting all our hope in our known God, that he will guide us into this unknown and very scary and new future, but he will be with us and guide us through it. In Romans 15 and verse 13, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. And we have to think about this. God is with us, the God of hope, who can fill us with joy and peace as we wait patiently, as we stumble through this darkness, as we wait to see what's going to happen next. Maya Angelou said, hope and fear cannot occupy the same space at the same time. And she goes on later to say, choose which you will put in your mind at each time. I think this is something we have to do. We have to decide, are we going to be frightened or are we going to have hope? I think I'm hoping that we can all have hope. It's not easy. Being in lockdown is not easy. Not knowing what our future is going to hold is not easy. And we can already see signs that we're not going back to what we knew before. We're moving forwards and we could drive that change. We can be the new normal. At the weekend, a lot of churches were trying to live stream through Zoom. And due to this, they crashed Zoom. The church crashed the internet. That's never happened before in our lifetimes. But so many people were logging in at the same time from across the world. These are people who have maybe never been in a church before. Yet at this moment in time, prayer is one of the highest searches in Google. People out there need God. They need hope in God. And we as a church are there to give that hope. We are there to drive this new future forward and give people the hope they are searching for desperately just now. Can we trust in our God to guide us into this unknown future? Can we trust in our known God, who we have known for so long, that he will guide us into this unknown? That after this darkest night, hope will rise like the sun. I'm going to finish with a poem I found, which I really quite like. And it's something that sums up what life is like just now. Every day is hard. Every day we don't know what's going to happen. Every day we think, can we keep going? Can we get through this? This poem is called The Hope That Lifts Me High. Every day I call to you broken. Every day you answer my cry. I take refuge in you and you comfort me. Then wipe the tears from my eyes. No matter how deep these wounds cut, or how many times I've fallen down, you are the hope that lifts me high, and in my heart your name resounds. I hope we all have hope. I hope we can all see that our known God knows the future, our unknown future, but God has it in his hands. Thank you. Goodbye.